Yama, Sip Sanjay Bell, Sip Karan, Sip Purnima, Sip Kamal Kishore, Sip Ahem, Sip Sarla, Sip Siva, Sip Sukeshni, Sip Sagai, Sip Krishna, Sip Sachin, Sip Bliko, and the rest of you I can't see on the call. Welcome to this evening's session on peace. So today is a one-word session. As we have said, this is the second time we are having a one-word session. Last time we had it, it was, I think, on live. And we are going to have some topics like this, say one-word topics, and some topics we will have uh, the full-length topics so that you can get open-ended. So what is peace? Why peace? How to have peace? What does peace do? What is the importance of peace? Who has peace? Who doesn't have peace? What has peace got to do with life? What has peace got to do with enlightenment? Is peace important? By the end of today's session, you will be full, your head will be full of peace. That is the idea. So with that note, let us start. I think we have got Krishna. Krishna, please start.
Yes, sir. Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
The peace is that state, or it is that silence in consciousness. And the example you often say is the snorkeling experience. All the shore is outside.
Correct?
Yeah.
So what is peace? And why is it important? And why are we talking about it?
Everything's, whether it is a piece of it's a foundation of happiness. You have taught us it's a second peak. There are so many things. So I'm just sticking on to silence in consciousness, where you can hear the sip's voice.
Beautiful. Peace is very important. Where there is no peace, there is no happiness. Where there is no peace, there is no life.
And where there is a peace of mind, there is no peace.
How many people know how to find peace of mind? You can't find peace of mind because there is no mind. How can you find peace of mind? But when the mind appears, it steals peace. So I'm saying, if you want enlightenment, you can't have enlightenment without peace. So therefore, peace becomes the very foundation. Impossible to have enlightenment without peace.
And
so that
is such a beautiful snorkeling. You have made it such a beautiful experience that it becomes very. It was pleasure. It is such a spiritual experience.
Have you been snorkeling?
Not in Maldives, in Andaman.
Yeah, wherever. But it's a very beautiful feeling. Okay. So good. Thank you, Krishna, for giving a good start to the discussion. Rajendra, Raji, Bala, Shair, and Purnima.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, Shivam.
Sir, peace is our basic nature, which we have forgotten because of ignorance. Instead of being in Satchit Anand, as Satchit Anand Atma, we live as body, mind, and ego, and we live in mind state rather than in consciousness. So we don't achieve the reality. We forget the purpose of life because of this ignorance. The more we are with peace, the more we are with the purpose of life.
So Rajendra, how do you find peace?
Yes, because once we realize that we are not body, mind, and ego, we tend to live in consciousness rather than mind state.
Okay, good answers. Let's see who will tell us how to find peace of mind. That is one challenge. And what is this peace of mind that we are talking about? So that is Shivoham.
I would like to sing this song. Shanti se mila, kya hasi anand, satya ke chit mein mila, Satchidanand.
Beautiful.
Shanti se mila. So this is peace, which it comes from inner voice.
No, that but it's what you said. That song has a lot to reveal. What that song says is Shanti se mila, kya hasi anand, satya ke chit mein mila, Satchidanand. So Raji, in that song it says शांति में है जो जीवन जीता, सत्य का चित करता, वो आनंद पाता। शांति में ही तो एहसास ये होता, प्रभु है अंदर, महसूस ये होता। शांति में ही तो प्रभु है मिलता, उनकी जो आवाज शांति में सुनना। What a beautiful song. I had forgotten this song, Raji, for the moment, but you reminded me. What a beautiful song. So, yes, my dear friends, Raji has touched a very, see, this whole world is seeking for what? The world doesn't want war. The world wants peace. That's why they are having war. They are thinking war will lead to peace. This world wants running after success, running after achievement, running after, we want relationships. Why we want relationship? For jagada. No, we are not having a relationship to fight. We want peace. But it doesn't end up in peace. It ends up in attachment, ends up in, we lose peace. Anything. We want to buy a car. We think the car will give peace. No, the car gives us unhappiness. So this is the big challenge of life. Very well said, Raji. Bala.
Thank you.
Pranam Guruji, love you Guruji.
Pranam.
Peace is the moment of fulfillment regarding enlightenment. That every day I am moving one step ahead. So that is, and my inner growth is more important for me to the peace. And this, what we say, I am moving one head. Yesterday's ka Guruji, 22 points I was going through it. Guruji, 50% I am out from that, Guruji. So that is a peace for me.
50% bas hai kya?
Nahi, but I am moving one step ahead, no, Guruji. That is a real peace for me, Guruji. And for the purpose for which we have come here, so that will get fulfilled before death. So that is a peace for me, Guruji.
Very good, Bala. See, we all have to find, just because you said something, I'm inspired to say, the first step of life is pleasure.
Yeah.
The second step of life is peace. So we need this peace. You use the word fulfillment. How will we get fulfillment?
Guruji, I am fulfilled with everything, Guruji. Jo piche hua, everything, I'm happy with that, Guruji. I'm fulfilled with that, Guruji. जो अचीवमेंट कितना पीछे पीछे भागेंगे गुरुजी, अभी कहाँ तो उसको चाहिए ना एक some limit should be there, no, गुरुजी.
अचीवमेंट का कोई मीनिंग ही नहीं.
हाँ, अचीवमेंट का.
What you achieve on earth,
yeah,
you will leave it here,
yeah,
and go into another birth. You cannot carry. The story of money is very funny. You cannot take with you even one penny.
Yeah.
The story of money is very funny. Shair, thank you, Bala. Shair Purnima, Anima, Jasmine.
Prabhu Pranam.
Pranam, bolo sir.
Already what Raji has told. I will add that peace is the most important pillar of AiR happiness secret.
Very well said. Peace is one of the most important pillars of the AiR happiness. Because where there is no peace, there can be no happiness. Honestly, even if you get to achieve your purpose of life, but if you lose your peace, you're finished. Peace is the...
Peace sab kare. Sab peace mein hoye.
Peace is the foundation. Peace is the very foundation of where your happiness is built. If a foundation of a building breaks, the whole building will collapse. So even your achievement, your enlightenment, everything is on the foundation of peace. That's why today Today we have taken this topic, and I wish all of you should tell me where you all lose your peace of mind. When do you lose your peace of mind? What steals your peace of mind? Bring some tough questions so that we can help. Purnima, I want some tough questions today. Purnima and Anima.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shiva, Purnima.
Okay. So we lose our peace of mind when we have desires and greed.
Yes. Only two things?
There are more, but these are, I think, main cause that causes.
Yeah. You are right. You are right. Because when you have desire, the desires makes you to be from the monk, you become a monkey, ever yelling, ever yearning. I want this, I want this. Jo tera, wo mera. Jo mera, wo mera. Tera bhi mera. So we have greed and we have desire. And one more sister of your greed and desire, one more sister is what? One more sister is called expectations.
Yes, expectations.
You know Hindi? You don't know Hindi? You know Hindi?
Yes.
In Hindi, there's a song I wrote long back. It says, उम्मीद से हो बेचैनी जान के खुद को दुखी करते हो उम्मीद से होती बेचैनी जान के खुद को दुखी करते हो उम्मीद जब पूरी ना होती दिल रोता बेचैन होता तो. So when you have expectations, you're sure to be unhappy. Today or tomorrow.
Yes.
So greed, desire, expectation, all these things, they steal our peace. Good. Purnima, anything more you want to add? Good contribution. But my dear friends, you must contemplate more on the one-letter words if we are going to continue this. Otherwise, we'll have to go to full questions. What is peace? Why peace? Why it's important? How to get it? What does it create? So let's get more depth into it. Anima, Jasmine. Jasmine.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay. Peace to me, personally, is calmness of the mind when I'm only focusing on beautiful and positive thoughts. I think that brings balance to my life and it creates a foundation for other things like love and happiness throughout my day when I have calmness of the mind. There's nothing that can affect me during the day, but it is hard to stay there.
So, are you saying the peace is when there is calmness in the mind or when there is no mind?
I guess when there's no mind. When
Because
you don't have to worry about the mind. Yeah, that's peace to me.
Yeah, the moment you bring the mind, Jasmine, the moment you bring the mind, there can be no calmness.
Right.
So this is the mind fools us. The mind tells us, you just let me, it's like the story of the frog and the scorpion. Have I told you the story of the frog and the scorpion? Have I told you?
I don't know it.
The story of a frog, both were very good friends. The frog and the scorpion. The scorpion could not go in the water. The frog could go in the land and the water. The frog would swim across the stream and go to the other side and come back and tell the story to the scorpion. You know, it's so beautiful, the fruits and the flowers and the fragrance. And the scorpion would tell the frog, you know, why don't you take me to that side? And the frog said, but if I take you, you'll sting me. You're a scorpion. So the scorpion said, you frog are a dumb head. You don't understand. The frog said, what? The scorpion said, you don't come on the land. You be in the water. I will jump on you. Then you take me there. Then I will jump off. How can I sting you? Because I'm riding on you. So the frog said, okay, my friend. So the scorpion jumped on the frog and he was telling, they were talking stories and crossing the stream. And suddenly in the middle of the stream, the scorpion stung the frog. Chack! And then the frog started to say, oh, you wicked scorpion, now you have stung me, I am going to die. But you are also going to die. Because when I die, you also will die. What a foolish scorpion. So Jasmine, what does the scorpion say?
I don't know.
The scorpion said, my dear frog, what can I do? I'm a scorpion. My job is to sting.
Yes.
So the job of the mind is to rob our peace of mind. So the
Okay.
moment you bring in the mind, there is no peace. The moment that you
I
want
have a
peace,
question.
and yes, tell me.
Yes, I have a question. I know that when you spoke about consciousness, I guess this is what I mean, because I think you said consciousness is like the blue sky when you're having, beautiful thoughts, and then unconsciousness is when there's those dark clouds. So to me, the blue clouds is peace, if that makes sense. That's what I mean. I guess
So
consciousness.
yeah, so when you're in the blue sky, when there are no clouds, there are no mind, there are no thoughts, then you experience peace. You're right. Thank you. Thank you, Jasmine. You got a good story out of me, I hope. Will, remember the story of the frog and the scorpion. Have I told you all before, Girish? I've told before or no? Okay, Will.
It's a great honor to be here.
Yes, sir.
I'd like, first of all, to say how important your sessions are, how helpful I find them. The reason I like them is because one of the main things you do here is you define terms very clearly. Every time you come down, consciousness is the same. If I ask you today what consciousness is, and tomorrow you get the same answer, and so on for all the things. So this is very useful. Not all teachers are like that. I don't know. I don't want to name people, but some teachers are not so helpful, and it can be very confusing. So thank you. And likewise, the word peace, I think, has a very specific, it's like a technical explanation. And I have to say that when you write books on religion, it's helpful to sometimes capitalize letters, like the word peace should have a capital P because it's a technical term. Consciousness is a technical term with a technical meaning. If you use a small c, then it becomes a informal use, which is it's not what when you use word in religious literature, you mean technically this is consciousness, technically this is the soul, not the Christian soul, but technical like that. So likewise, this word peace. Now, I would say you don't have to use the Buddhist words, but the Buddha had this word dukkha, and that is a technical term. And dukkha means that you are in battle with life. There's a battle going on, internal battle. Either the mind or the ego is creating trouble. And the difference, the Buddha used this word, the Four Noble Truths, and the second noble truth is this word tanha. And tanha often translated as craving. Craving is different from desire. Desire is where you say, I want to be happy, for example. Craving is where you say, I must be happy. Now you've got the battle. So there's a difference between I want to be happy and I must be happy. I don't want to die and I must not die. This is the difference. This is the difference between the like to and must. I would like you to be better and you should be better. Now that should is also tanha. So peace for me is where it doesn't mean you don't have desire. It means you don't have what the Buddha called craving. You don't have craving. You do have desire, but you don't have craving. Where there's craving, there is conflict. What Krishnamurti used to is conflict. You're in conflict with life. Where there's conflict, you have no peace. Sadhu.
Good. There's a huge amount of data that Will has left for the group to digest. And but thank you, Will, for your kind words. Will, just yesterday I was talking to Krishna, and I went back to some podcasts and listened to some stories.
Yes, sir.
Many teachers, they use the word mind.
Yes, sir.
And they say you should become friend with your mind and you should use your mind to get enlightenment. Unfortunately, they are not meaning mind.
Exactly.
They mean consciousness. They don't mean mind.
Exactly.
But what to do? I mean, you're right, Will. What
I suggest you do, if I call you Ajahn is a Thai word for teacher, Ajahn. But I can call you Ajahn, it means teacher. And I have a habit of calling people Ajahn. So I could call you Ajahn means teacher. But what I suggest you do is you have a national Indian conference on the proper use of vocabulary, because it would be helpful if all teachers, when they said consciousness, they mean consciousness in the same way. Mind is something to get rid of, to chop, block, stop. like that. But
Yeah, but that Krishna has to do. Krishna is a master of conferences.
well, I
So
think you
Krishna-
need it would be nice and invite the Buddhists and everybody to come. And you don't have to agree, but you do have to discuss.
Actually, what you're saying is a lot of sense, because I was just trying to read the Bhagavad Gita even today. I was in retreat and trying to spend an hour. And people have kind of completely got lost in
Yeah.
the terms, in the interpretations, in the connotations.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I mean, I very little I can do. But the truth of the matter, even as per Krishna, Lord Krishna, the truth is not different. But
Yeah.
the way to interpret it and the way to understand it, it's a very big challenge for us. Anyway, thank you, Will. I have lost, administrators, I have lost one Zoom's connection, but you all tell me who's next, please. Who's next? Thank you, Will.
Sukeshni.
Yes, Sukeshni.
Good evening.
Till I get started, please help me. My
Shivam.
one Zoom blanked out. Yes,
Shivam, sir.
Shivam,
So
Sukeshni.
we can attain peace through acceptance. As we practice acceptance, that can still our mind and we can attain peace.
Good. One of the way to, but how do you find, I was asking people the question, how do you find the peace of mind?
As you realize that you're not the body, mind, and ego, and everything is because of karma, and you start accept the acceptance, you practice that. That is how you can still the mind, and ultimately, I think we can gain peace.
Okay, good. I have given very clean, easy, what Will said, very easy definitions of peace. And there are 3 or 4. I mean, before we end, administrator, we must summarize this beautiful call with about 10 points on peace. I hope I will be able to do this, to summarize with 10 points of peace. Let's see whether we can do it. But who's next, please?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sukeshni.
Sip.
Yes, Aham Sip.
Shivoham, Guruji, and all other
Shivoham.
people. I love you all. Guruji, my answer was also like Sukeshni. You become peaceful when you learn to accept and surrender.
But how do you find, okay, that's a good answer. If somebody asks you how to find peace of mind, what would you say? Accept and surrender?
When you realize that everything, whatever happens, is for good of you, that is the best thing is happening to you, you automatically accept things and you become peaceful.
I agree with you. I am not denying accept and surrender is a beautiful way. See, because when you don't, let's say the opposite. When you don't accept and you don't surrender, then what happens? It creates so much stress. It makes your life a mess. Therefore, accept and surrender is no doubt. But if somebody comes to ask you how to find the peace, the first answer has to be something else. So who's next, administrator? Thank you.
Karma, we have to accept it as our karma, whatever is happening.
That's hence continuing, right?
Yes.
Yes. I think this is what you and Sukeshni are both saying the same thing. It's karma. If you understand life is karma, then there will be no trauma, because you will understand the drama. But even without karma, drama, the essential, see, that sometimes I give you all an example of a lake. A lake is so peaceful. Suddenly you drop a stone in the lake. What happens? The entire lake becomes, or sometimes in the ocean, in a bay or something, when you're sitting backwaters of Kerala, you're sitting and it's peaceful. Then when motorboat comes, all the entire thing becomes so messy, becomes waves and mess. Why? Why that happens? Next, please. Thank you.
Sachin Dhingra.
Yes, Sachin.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham bolo.
Shivam, Guruji, what I have understood is the only answer to peace is to get enlightenment, remain in consciousness till you achieve the enlightenment. And instead of looking inside out, try to start looking outside inside. Inside, you have to start looking inside and cut the desires which I used to have, of course, and expectations. So I think this gets us into a situation of peace altogether.
So tell me, I am a little confused. Are you saying enlightenment will give peace or peace will give enlightenment?
Enlightenment will only give peace, not peace will give enlightenment.
But you cannot get enlightenment till you have peace. So here you come chicken and egg story.
No, we don't have to waste time on chicken and egg. I again say, as I've learned from you, simple answer is to achieve enlightenment. The step is peace, of course, but definitely on a bigger picture, I would say enlightenment is the answer to achieve 100% peace.
No, what you are saying is correct, but I was just trying to tickle you. What you are saying is correct. You are saying if you have enlightenment, then you are always in peace. You are in eternal peace, yeah. But
Sat Chit Anand, as you say.
Good, Sachin. I like your answer. I like your advanced answer. Who's next?
Saroja.
Yes, Saroja. And who's after that? Yeah.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Yes. Shivoham.
Sir, I think the ladder to happiness after pleasure is peace, and we should always be in mind consciousness state and not in mind state, and we should always accept whatever is coming in our thing and do our best and be a divine instrument. Don't react, but always respond. Then always surrender to God, forget and forgive, be in the now, then flip from left to pep, see sip in on, then don't be greedy and no expectations. Then remember Brahma Satya Jagan Mithya. Then world is Maya Leela. So always sip on lip.
This is a PhD on peace. So many points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But Saroja, I'm still asking you the primary question. How to find peace of mind?
Always sip on lip, seeing sip in everybody, and always be in the consciousness, not in mind state, and be in the now.
Okay, good. Thank you, Saroja. Next.
Peace of mind one cannot find, because when there is mind, there is no peace. Even if there is a little peace of mind, there cannot be peace. Only when you still the mind, you find the peace which is already there. You need not bring it from outside.
Beautiful. That is the answer of a master. Master answer. What did Girish say? I'd just like to repeat. Girish said, peace of mind, you don't have to find. Peace of mind, you don't have to find. You just have to still the mind, peace you will find. And where there is a peace of mind, there can be no peace of mind. Where there is a peace, chota peace of mind, there can be no peace of mind. And when there is mind, there is no peace. Where there is peace, there is no mind. So you all should, anybody talking to you on peace, you should talk this mastery. And if you add another 2, 3 points to this, then it becomes like postgraduate. You reach the highest level. But very beautiful answer. Thank you, Girish. Very beautiful answer. Next.
Chidanand.
Yes, sir.
I think what Girish said is absolutely correct. Peace you can find only when there is mind. And then once you are able to remain in that state, consciousness, that is a base where self-realization and God-realization is a natural, is a natural state, natural realization.
So, Chidanand, very good. As a master, he's endorsing. See, you know what? My goal sometimes is one-word questions. You should become expert. For example, life. We spoke of life. That word life, you should become an expert. Now, the word peace. I mean, so Chidanand, what happens once you have peace, Chidanand? Then what do you do? Unmute him, please. Once you have got peace of mind, then what do you do? Again, the mind will come and rob your peace.
Then you have to be how to remain in consciousness by applying our that 11 point.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So Chidanand says in one line, he gave a master stroke. He said that you just be in consciousness and apply the 11-point strategy. Thank you. Thank you, Nitai. Nitai and Bliss is what I have in my order. I'm going with my order. It's easier. Nitai?
I think, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
I think again, to repeat what has been said already, I just think that I don't have the correct English words for three states of us, not state of mind. Shanti, Ashanti, and Prashanti. I think when in mind we think about there is Ashanti, we try to get to calm down the mind and we get to Shanti. And that's not peace. Peace is really Prashanti, which is the peace of consciousness when you are not in mind state at all. And when you are in that Prashanti, you cannot get disturbed by the waves of
I have not
mind.
used the term Prashanti before. Prashanti is where did this term come from? Is it a normal term?
Prashanti is...
I have never used the term Prashanti before. So I don't know how many of you are familiar, but we will check this. Is it an acceptable term, Ritai? Where did you pick it from?
I think it is in Bengali. It's also in
Supreme
Sanskrit
peace.
also.
In
Prashanti.
Sanskrit, a Sanskrit
Yeah.
word for supreme peace. Thank you for teaching me today. I'm learning the word term from you. Prashanti, not Shanti, but Prashanti. Okay.
Shanti or Shanti is like Raga Desha, like when you are...
you have given an amazing contribution. So, ladies and gentlemen, today Nitai is telling us we have to move from Ashanti to Shanti, which means from noise to peace, and from peace, Shanti to Prashanti. Prashanti is supreme peace. That's what the dictionary says. I just checked. The dictionary says Prashanti is supreme peace, supreme, which obviously means that I was going to tell you all, it is when you are in consciousness, what Chidanand said, you lock the mind, you block the mind. When you lock the mind and you block the mind, you're in Prashanti. That Prashanti comes from another word I learned recently in one of my bhajan I wrote. I don't know how many of you heard that bhajan. I call it Parmanand. Parmanand. Parmanand means that is permanent, eternal happiness. Not Sadanand, but Parmanand. Complete Param Anand. Thank you, Nitai. Anything else? Otherwise, we'll go to Bliss.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bliss.
Hi, Shvam, dear Shvam, everyone. Love you all. I think peace is really a place where we can be very quiet and we have no thoughts and we are able to be really in a state where nothing can disturb you and you are able to be in consciousness and acceptance and everything.
Very good. But Bliss, don't say when there are no thought. Say when there is no mind. Because thought will come slowly. One thought will come. You can still have peace. The problem with peace is not thought. The problem is mind. And what is mind, Bliss? Mind is not one thought. Mind is many thought. Many thought. When it attacks us, then we don't have peace. Then we lose our peace of mind.
Yes, you're right.
Thank you. Rumataji, Brijesh. Rumataji and Brijesh.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam. Boliye Mataji.
When we are in Satchitanand, we experience eternal peace.
Beautiful. Sat Chit. Sat Chit means, Rumataji has given a very beautiful word. I think somebody else also mentioned it briefly. Sat Chit means truth consciousness. When you are in truth consciousness, what Nitai said, you experience Prashanti. Prashanti is that Ananda. But we learned today, we learned a new word. Huh.
Guruji, your bhajan also, Shanti mein mila, kya hasi anand.
अभी वो ऑलरेडी राजी गा चुकी.
मिला
रूमाता जी आप लेट आ गए. मन बड़ा है चोर, चैन चुराता है, डर और चिंता में हमें डुबाता है, मन को है मारना, दुश्मन बड़ा है वो. So the whole challenge is to still the mind, to kill the mind. That is the challenge. Brijesh. Zoom user, Brijesh.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for peace, as everybody understands and as has been told, naturally we have to go beyond our mind and heart. But I agree. But I am wondering how an instrument which is given to it is like over usage of mobiles. A mobile I am having. I want to. That is a very useful thing. But finally, it has come to a level that I cannot be without mobile. Like that, the mind is an instrument which is given to human being or to all the particularly human being, human body bearing ships to use it. But I don't know how it has overpowered the master himself, for whom that was given as a
You know how you are
So
talking.
how-
I'll tell you how you are talking. I'll tell you. My cousin came from America. My cousin came from America, and every day my cousin used to go and eat pani puri on the road. You know pani puri?
Yeah, you know.
But every day my cousin from America used to go eat pani puri from the road. One day my cousin saw when making pani puri, that man picked the bucket of water from the gutter. And it was not so dirty water, but it was from the nali. And my cousin was eating the pani puri. My cousin threw the pani puri and said, from tomorrow, I will only eat in 5-star hotel. After eating in 5-star hotel for 1 week, my cousin said, I want the road wala pani puri. Only that has got taste. I don't like this. This is like you are telling, I want the mind. It is like the gutter wala pani puri. Your mind is like the gutter wala pani puri. But we have got used to the gutter of the mind. We have to, and this gutter of the mind is all people talking, nonsense, rubbish, movies, gossip, rubbish, bullshit, everything. But if you get experienced to peace, if you experienced to consciousness, if you eliminate the mind and you enjoy Satchitanand, then you cannot have the mind. Then if the mind comes also, you will throw it out. You will kick it out. Because it is like the gutter of the pani puri.
Yeah,
So,
I realize that the mind is a devil, and it is, and I don't know
mind
how.
You don't realize. You know the mind is a devil. Still, you want the devil. Still, you let the devil take charge of your life.
I agree. I know smoking is injurious to health. I know alcohol is injurious to health, but I still want that. That is the situation for me. But anyway, one day, wisdom.
You are smoking also?
No. I don't smoke. I don't. I'm just giving an analogy. I was smoking some 15 years back, and I am very proud to say that I left it. That is a
very good example you gave. People who see the smoking or packet, and they show the cancer in the mouth, and they say smoking will cause cancer. Still, people want to smoke.
Yeah. Even doctors, they know. Even no, that is what I am telling. See, that is the pity of not me also. I know that what I am watching rubbish on this video, this, that, and all is not going to help me. But still, I do that.
Because you are used to the gutter pani puri.
Yeah. Very difficult.
When you are clean your head and you are enjoying consciousness, you're enjoying Paramanand, you're enjoying Prashanti, you're enjoying different peace. Oh, then you cannot see. Let me tell you, the people who
higher
start,
taste. Yeah.
In
tell me, sir.
Switzerland, sometime I go to Switzerland. In Switzerland, I go to the train. Once I went to the train, the conductor told me like this. I said, what happened? He said, get out. I said, what, get out? He said, you see, in the compartment, this compartment, there were 2 lips. There were two lips.
Ladies.
Not
Okay,
ladies.
silence.
Nobody's allowed to talk in that compartment.
Okay.
Every two compartments in Switzerland, one compartment is a train, no talking.
Okay.
How
That's
they have,
good.
how they, imagine in India you have got silent compartment.
Nobody will get into that.
So I'm just telling you, so we have to get used to enjoying peace, because peace is the foundation of happiness.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So,
I'll tell you, Brijesh, you
Yeah.
tell somebody, please be in silence for some time. They tell me how to be in silence, how to can do nothing for half an hour, for 1 hour, what to do in silence. I can sit in silence for 2 days. 2 days without talking to anybody, I can sit. Maybe if possible 1 week. But of course, they will not let me be quiet and silent, because they will call me and they will disturb me and they will message me.
Yeah,
But
it
I'm
is
saying, so there's a lot of bliss and lot of peace in silence. This is what we have to learn.
Yeah. I got actually. I have also when I am alone, when I am inward viewing, I have also tasted a little bit of that peace and happiness and that. But when we are eating normal sweets, we want that chili also at times. Like that, it starts to have a view of the world. Then finally, we forget. I forget, not we. I have to
See,
say.
for me, the biggest challenge to tell all of you, nobody has spoken up to now. When there is peace, we are a monk. M-O-N-K.
Yeah.
When we lose the peace, we become monkey.
Yes.
The monk becomes a monkey. Why the monk becomes a monkey? Because of the noise. Then we are jumping like a monkey up and down here and there, and we will suffer. We will suffer. How the monkey suffers, we will suffer. So, my dear friends, peace is a very important topic. I know these topics are a little bit very empty type of topics. We have just one word. Oh, but it's a whole world. Today, there is war in Ukraine and Russia. Why? Why there is no peace of mind in Israel and Gaza? Why there is no peace? The world is lacking peace. Why the world? You're not talking about some small community. You're talking about big, big countries. Why there is no peace? There is no peace in our parliament. If you see, sometimes I see news in our parliament, they are behaving like a pack of monkeys.
Yes. They are packing like a pack of dogs. Rather, sometimes.
No, I don't know. It's already bad to say monkey. Whatever. I'm not, because there's no peace.
There's the fighting. I'm seeing the fighting. They're throwing chairs. Okay, that's okay. That way I'm not going to. I'm also not. Yeah.
So what to do? Because we have to find that state of peace. We have to be able, and that is within us. But how to find that?
Yesterday I got a very good coffee.
I can't hear you. We lost you, Brijesh. Yesterday, what you got? Very good?
No. Yesterday I got when I was talking to you, I got a encouragement to get enlightened more. What is that? You told that when you get enlightened, are you able to hear me?
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah.
So
when you get, I asked you what you get in enlightenment. So you told that when you get enlightenment, then at that time your mind stops. So automatically some physical changes occurs. That dopamine and all you told. And there is a possibility. I'm seeing the logic. I'm able to see the logic. I'll go. I agree with you. And really it creates a type of
you have to
always happiness.
You have to go beyond logic, because enlightenment is a magic. Then that you have to experience differently. Anyway, good.
Okay, thank you.
Krishna,
Yeah.
And then Krishna, Bala, Sachin, Soham. The video is off. So Soham and Will.
Sir,
Yes,
sir,
Krishna.
So one more your point, because when you said from we were born as a monk, but we became a monkey. Mujhe one of your point you told us we are human beings, but we continue to be human doings. So ever seeking and ever doing many things. That is one point. But mujhe ek aur cheez bolna hai. Even if we are ignorant, even if we are a monkey also, when we are in the Zoom call or when we are before an enlightened master, we all have experienced that tremendous peace, the peace we have experienced. So, but the minute we come out, again, as you said, if you throw a stone, the ripples occur in the waters. So the minute we come into the world, we are attacked by many things, no, sir? So how to sustain? It is unlike enlightenment, which we have not got the aparoksh anubhuti. Peace we all have experienced. Even when we are sitting in the Zoom call, कोई दूसरा thought भी नहीं आता, इतना peaceful है. But we are not able to sustain that. How?
So that is a challenge. That's why today also in the Instagram we spoke today how 11 minutes should charge. You should charge the 14-40 minutes. So were you there on the Instagram today? Yeah.
But ये charge नहीं रहता. It discharges very fast.
हाँ, वो discharge नहीं होना. What I'm trying to tell you, this call must charge you. Now, for example, this peace subject. This peace subject, you should. That's why what you say. Have a notebook or in your mobile, make notes of certain things and reflect on them. Have a group, and amongst your group, discuss with your friends.
I continuously reflect, but sometimes the points changes, and then you also make us evolve. But पहले से भी, the moments of not being in peace is lesser and lesser. But yeah. But
that's how.
sometimes
Look, Krishna, it's not going to happen overnight. Like when you give me an example of a car, you're driving at a particular speed. When you put the brakes, so then you put the brakes, the car takes few little time for the car to come to a stop. And if you're driving at 100 speed, then it will take 10 times the time. If you're driving at 10 speed, it will stop like this. So depending on the speed of the mind, when you put the brakes on the mind, it takes that much time for the mind to come to a state.
one reason is we are not living in isolation. We are living in the world, no?
You have to live in the world now. We don't talk to people saying, I don't tell you, Krishna, leave the world and go to forest. Have you ever talked about that?
You don't. But then we need to, many a times we have to give an answer, we have to respond, we have to participate in many things, no?
Have you learned the solution for this?
I have
Be in the world. What have I told you? Be in the world, but not of the world. Be in the world, but not of the world. You're in the world. Some people are talking. Everybody talking today. हमारा गणेशा बड़ा है, तुम्हारा गणेशा छोटा है, हमारा गणेशा इससे बना है, हम गणेशा का भोग करेंगे, हम गणेशा को लड्डू खिलाएंगे. Let the world keep talking. Be in the world. Don't become off. You don't come and say, हाँ, हमारे को भी गणेशा को लड्डू खिलाना है. You become off the world. You understand the difference? Being in the world, Krishna, means you're in the world, but not of the world. Don't become a part of it. Don't become a part. Stay apart. Don't become a part. Stay apart. I hope you're getting today. I'm telling you 2 new things. Very important if you want peace.
Right.
I am also in the world. I don't become off the world. No. I am off ship. I am in the world. I am off ship. Ship is important for me. Thank you, Bala, Soham. Yes, Krishna bolo. Krishna bolo.
No, because Nitai was telling about Prashanti, I suddenly remembered the Sai Baba Center is called Prashanti Nilayam, the Board of Peace.
Yeah. Not a Board of Peace. Board of Supreme Peace.
Yeah.
Supreme Peace. Bala. It's not a Hindi word, it's a Sanskrit word, so I'm not so familiar with it. Bala?
Guruji, I just now realized ki nothing can disturb you. That is the peace, Guruji.
When you are in a state of prashanti, yes.
Yes.
When you are in a state of ananda, satchidanand, nothing can disturb you. Good, Bala.
because गुरुजी हमारे वो सब चल रहा है, pollution वगैरह चल रहा है गुरुजी. But one day also I didn't go to temple or any religious place, Guruji. I find peace in my house.
Very good. Very
Guruji,
good.
because going in that crowd and disturbing myself, listening to the stories of Bhagwan Mahavir and again go through it. Then I cut down from that. Guruji, in 8 days I didn't go only, Guruji. And I find
Brilliant. I can see peace on your face. Continue.
Thank you, Guruji. Guruji, this is the out of the way question, Guruji. In the afternoon, I was meditating, Guruji, and in that meditation, I was full with gratitude, Guruji. And in that, I started literally tears were in my eyes. Guruji, what is this stage, Guruji? This is not the meditation stage, no.
No, this is gratefulness stage. This is stage of
then how?
Meditation means you are completely in no emotion, no thought. How can you cry?
Guruji, then how to control those tears, Guruji?
By learning to meditate.
Guruji, I was in meditation only, Guruji.
You are not in meditation. You are trying to be silent.
Yeah, I was trying to be silent.
That means you have not yet reached meditation. When you reach meditation, you will reach awareness. In awareness, there will be no tears. In awareness, there will be shanti. Om Shanti. Soham.
Thank you.
Thank you. Soham Sachin will Rajendra. Soham Sachin will Rajendra. And we close.
Yeah. Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham.
And Shivoham to everyone on the call. I'll try to answer your question, how to get peace or how to get peace in one line. I want peace. So I think remove the I, that's the ego. Remove the want, that's desire. And hopefully we'll get peace.
Very good. This is a very beautiful way. Yeah. People say, I want peace, I want happy. Yes, you are right. If you remove the ego and the desire,
yes,
you can find peace, you can find bliss, you can find happiness. So good. Apart from removing the I and want, we have to learn to remain in consciousness. If you remove the I want peace and you become peaceful, and again I want comes, then again you will lose your peace. So you have to be in you have to lock yourself in that state of consciousness. Thank you. Sachin. Well said. Sachin, and then Will and Rajendra.
Guruji, what I realized in the last 2.5, 3 months on the call I am being, from the 15th of June, when I started the call, I've learned that, by now that, as you say, happiness is not outside. You don't want happiness. Happiness is inside. So peace is also similarly inside. You don't want peace. And what I also want to add, sorry, I need to accept this, frankly, pardon me and sorry for that, because when I started this call for 2 months, I was not catching anything. It was like bouncing on me. I was not even, probably accepting somewhere that you could be my, guru. But in the last 20 days plus, I'm so clear. I don't need anyone else apart from you. I want to cling with you and I want to achieve my enlightenment. And I'm very clear now. The state what I was in, the desire and whatever, is already now off actually. And I have only one thing in my priority: attaining God and my liberation. That's it. Nothing else.
So keep on. Yeah, keep on the effort, Sachin, because that's the way to do it. And what you're saying, sometimes it takes time. You're lucky it happened.
I could not accept, that, frankly, why I was not accepting you as my, master. Because, unfortunately, in the last 10 years, 15 years time, I've seen so many gurus, I'm sorry, I'm not comparing you with anyone. But, all were, there was something or other which was popping up, But what I realized in the last 15 days with you, there is no desire you have from me or from any one of us. You are the one who's actually giving us so much without any expectation. So, in the last 20 days, this firm belief has come that, I need you to be in my life. And of course, you're my guru. And I want you to get me to the enlightenment and liberation and achieve my priority of God. That's it. Nothing else.
So keep on the journey. Thank you. Thank you, Sachin. Will and Rajendra. Thank you. Will and Rajendra.
Shiva.
Yes, sir.
I have the same question always, is whether it's possible for you or for people to work together to help the children, because this is really where the message needs to begin. If you don't get it in at the early stage, very often the corruption is already too deep. So my plan is for all the gurus and teachers in India to, not all of them, but anyone who wants to come and just, because the usual thing is if the politicians would like to keep the religions apart, because if they can separate, divide and rule, keep you all working separately, then you can't have any influence over them. But if the religions could work together on this one issue, then you would have a lot more power. The politicians could not stop you. So if you could somehow have a conference on children, at least agree on one issue, how can we stop the children getting damaged by this system? So it might be nice if you could see if everybody could work together on this one single issue.
I think the idea, your idea and your aspiration is very good and positive, but unfortunately, there are too many selfish interests in the groups. And that's why, if you see most religions, I already told you this, they are the most powerful, they are the richest organizations, and they have a different agenda. They don't have an agenda of enlightenment. They don't have an agenda of God realization. They have an agenda of expanding their control. Every religion wants, to evangelize. Every religion wants to spread their power and their name, but that's not the objective of life. So that's why this will continue. But if more and more people like you get awakened, more people on the call, spread the message of truth. What we are talking of enlightenment is only a truth, message of truth. How to get the message of truth to the people? It's not easy. That's why we are trying to reach bookshops. We are trying to do podcasts. We are trying to do so many things, but it's not easy. It will take its time.
Well, what you could do is to just do these podcasts and maybe invite them one by one, just to talk to you. You get the ball rolling a bit, because it's the problem is that the children are getting harmed and it's not acceptable.
What you say is correct. So maybe we should, if we can somehow get some schools and some groups to accept, and we implant this in the curriculum, the education curriculum, somehow, of teaching children purpose of life and what is spirituality. Let us see.
I think also you raised the issue of getting people to sit quietly, like in the classroom. Can they sit quietly and maybe pray to God or be with God somehow? Some silence in the school might be a very good thing.
Let us work on it. Thank you, Will. It's a very good suggestion. But Rajendra, quickly, and then we'll try to conclude this in 1 minute. Rajendra, thank you, Will.
Sir, the peace is prerequisite for everything, whether it is material progress or spiritual progress. I think what we say, pain, misery, hatred, revenge, they all emerge when there's absence of peace. And it is only the state of consistent being in peace that there are chances of that truth can shine and we will experience Param Ananda.
What you're saying is absolutely right. I know of 14 monsters. When you don't have peace, there is fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt. There is anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed, and selfishness. There are 14 big monsters when you don't have peace. But to conclude, my dear friends, let us understand. Peace of mind, you cannot find. Peace of mind you cannot find. Peace is within still the mind. Where there is a peace of mind, there can be no peace of mind. Therefore, eliminate the mind, still the mind, kill the mind, and peace you will find. As long as there is mind, you will become a monkey. Therefore, cut the tail of the monkey and be a monk. As long as you are the monkey, it will jump into yesterday and tomorrow. It will create misery and sorrow. But if you want to be in peace, then be in the moment. Because in reality, in life, you cannot go into yesterday that's gone and tomorrow not yet born. When you are in peace, you are in the present moment. When you're in peace, you can be in consciousness. When you're in peace, you can activate the intellect. When you're in peace, you can lock the mind. You can block the mind. When you're in peace, you can be free from the 7 miseries of the mind. What we spoke now, fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt. When you are in peace, you can enlighten the ego and eliminate anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed, and selfishness. When you're in peace, you can be in that state of prashanti. You can be in that state of supreme peace. It is the very foundation of happiness. You can enjoy pleasure and you can find your purpose. You can be in a state of fulfillment and you can reach that state of enlightenment. And all this comes from one word, peace. My Guruji used to say, peace or pieces. It's your choice. You want to be in peace or you want to be in pieces. It is your choice. So capture today's talk and make peace a part of your life. We'll see you tomorrow at 8.